Hello, welcome to VNews Podcast Daily, and following are the highlights.
President Trương Tấn Sang received Belarusian Prime Minister Mikhail Mishustin. Prime Minister Nguyễn Tấn Dũng held talks with Thai counterpart Yingluck Shinawatra. Thousands of people gathered at Quang Pagoda in Hanoi to bid farewell to the most venerable Thích Thanh Tứ. The Hanoi People's Committee organized a meeting in response to the World AIDS Day.
President Trương Tấn Sang received Belarusian Prime Minister Mikhail Mishustin in Hanoi on November 30.
President Sang said the Belarusian Prime Minister's visit is significant for strengthening the traditional friendship and cooperation between the two countries. Vietnam treasures Belarus' valuable support for the country in national defense and construction, the president said. He noted with pleasure the development of political ties through exchange of high-ranking delegations. The president spoke highly of the results of talks between the Belarusian Prime Minister and his Vietnamese counterpart and the orientation they have defined for bilateral cooperation. President Sang congratulated Belarus on becoming an observer of the ASEAN Inter-Parliamentary Assembly and thanked Belarusian authorities at all levels for creating conditions for the Vietnamese community studying and working in the country. For his part, Prime Minister Mikhail Mishustin expressed his delight at the effective coordination and mutual support between Vietnam and Belarus in the international arena. The Prime Minister underlined the need for the two sides to further enhance cooperation in economics, trade, education and training, and national defense technologies. He said he believes that the two countries will celebrate the 20th anniversary of diplomatic ties next year with efficient cooperation outcomes.
Prime Minister Nguyễn Tấn Dũng and his Thai counterpart Yingluck Shinawatra held talks in Hanoi on November 30, following an official welcome for the latter.
Vietnam and Thailand established diplomatic ties on August 6, 1976. Since 1991, relations between the two countries have improved and strongly developed, especially after Vietnam officially joined ASEAN. Cooperation in economics, trade and investment has developed fruitfully. By the end of August 2011, two-way trade exceeded $5.46 billion, up 28% over the same period last year. Thailand has invested in 257 projects in Vietnam with a total registered capital of nearly $5.73 billion, ranking 10th among 93 countries and territories investing in Vietnam. In 2011, the two countries carried out many activities to celebrate the 35th anniversary of diplomatic ties. During the talks, the two prime ministers agreed on the need to boost relations, especially in trade, investment, education and training, healthcare and agriculture. They discussed a wide range of measures to enhance cooperation in many areas, including joint sea patrols, law enforcement, rice production and trading, as well as cooperation in the region and sub-region. Prime Minister Dũng suggested the two nations and other concerned countries of the Mekong River Commission closely cooperate in using water resources of the Mekong River in an effective and sustainable manner for common benefits and sustainable development of regional countries. Vietnam and Thailand established diplomatic ties on August 6, 1976. Since 1991, relations between the two countries have improved and strongly developed, especially after Vietnam officially joined ASEAN. Cooperation in economics, trade and investment has developed fruitfully. By the end of August 2011, two-way trade exceeded $5.46 billion, up 28% over the same period last year. Thailand has invested in 257 projects in Vietnam with a total registered capital of nearly $5.73 billion, ranking 10th among 93 countries and territories investing in Vietnam. In 2011, the two countries carried out many activities to celebrate the 35th anniversary of diplomatic ties. During the talks, the two prime ministers agreed on the need to boost relations, especially in trade, investment, education and training, healthcare and agriculture. They discussed a wide range of measures to enhance cooperation in many areas, including joint sea patrols, law enforcement, rice production and trading, as well as cooperation in the region and sub-region. Prime Minister Dũng suggested the two nations and other concerned countries of the Mekong River Commission closely cooperate in using water resources of the Mekong River in an effective and sustainable manner for common benefits and sustainable development of regional countries.
United States Ambassador to Vietnam David Shell on November 29th met with Secretary of the Bạc Liêu Provincial Party Committee as part of his visit to the southern province.
At the meeting, the ambassador was briefed on Bạc Lieu's socio-economic situation and key projects in the province, including a wind power project funded by a U.S. bank. The ambassador said he is interested in improving the relations between the two countries in education, environment, and healthcare. He pledged to give priority to expanding the relations between U.S. and Bạc Liêu province. For his part, the Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee expressed his thanks to the U.S. government and called for investment in major projects in Bạc Liêu, including a deep water seaport in Gành Hào.
Thousands of people gathered at the Quán Sứ Pagoda, the headquarters of the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha in Hanoi on November 30 for a solemn memorial service for Most Venerable Thích Thanh Tứ, permanent Vice President of the Shanghai Executive Council.
The same day, Most Venerable Thích Thanh Tứ was laid to rest at a stupa at Nho Lâm Pagoda in Kim Động District, the Red River Delta province of Hưng Yên. Most Venerable Thích Thanh Tứ, real name Trần Văn Long, passed away on November 26th at the age of 85. Delegations from the Party Central Committee, the Presidential Office and the Vietnam Fatherland Fund Central Committee, ministries, sectors, organizations, religious and diplomatic corps, religious dignitaries, monks, nuns and Buddhist followers came to express their respect and bid farewell to the senior Buddhist dignitary. On November the 28th and 29th, Party, State and Fatherland Front leaders, delegations from ministries, sectors, organizations and localities, as well as monks, nuns and Buddhist followers across the country and from abroad came in person or sent wreaths to Quán Sứ Pagoda to pay tribute to the Most Venerable.
The Vietnam Chamber of Commerce and Industry and the Belarusian Chamber of Commerce and Industry on November 30 organized a seminar to help the two countries' businesses meet and seek cooperation opportunities.
Phạm Thị Thu Hằng, General Secretary of the Vietnam Chamber of Commerce and Industry, noted that Vietnam and Belarus have signed many agreements to boost bilateral cooperation. The two countries are implementing cooperative projects in a wide range of areas such as industry, vehicle assembly, oil and gas, forestry product processing, education and training, and labor. She stressed that Vietnam is accelerating renewal policies to encourage and create conditions for economic sectors and improve the infrastructure system to lure foreign investors. Myatlikov Michel Mikhailovich, president of the Belarusian Chamber, said Belarus already pays attention to the industrial sectors. According to him, machinery manufacturing, petroleum, chemicals, fuel energy, agriculture and industry, and wood processing are the country's strengths.
The Hanoi Municipal People Committee on November 30 organized a meeting in response to the World AIDS Day, which falls on December 1st.
An estimated 7,000 people contract HIV each day worldwide, and nearly 34 million are living with HIV/AIDS. In Vietnam, There are more than 193,000 HIV-infected cases, and over 51,000 people have died of the disease. Over the past 20 years, under the leadership of the party and state and the involvement of the entire political system, the fight against HIV/AIDS in Vietnam has recorded encouraging results. The country has curbed the rate of HIV infections to 0.26%, lower than the set target of 0.3%. However, the pandemic still poses strong impacts on socio-economic development. Speaking at the event, leaders of the Health Ministry underlined the need for closer coordination between ministries, branches, and authorities of all levels, especially the participation of the whole society and each citizen in HIV/AIDS prevention and control.
The General Office for Population and Family Planning launched the National Action Month on Population in Hanoi on November 30.
The event aims to accelerate information dissemination on population and family planning through the mass media. On the occasion, the General Office released statistics and outcomes of the population and family planning work in Vietnam over the past 50 years, the implementation of the National Target Program on Population and Family Planning in 2011, as well as orientation and tasks for 2012. In Vietnam, the population growth rate declined from 1.7% in the period of 1989 to 1999 to 1.2% in 1999 to 2009. According to the 2009 National Population and Housing Census, Vietnam has entered a period of golden population structure that will last until 2041. This was both an opportunity and a challenge for Vietnam's population.
Neighboring China, with a population of more than 1 billion, is a market of great potential for Vietnam's tourism sector. This is part of the country's efforts to encourage inbound tours, aiming to raise the flow of foreign currencies.
China has always topped foreign markets of Vietnam tourism in terms of visitors. More than 900,000 Chinese visited Vietnam last year, out of the total number of 5 million foreign arrivals. In the first 10 months of this year, the figure has increased to exceed 1 million. However, the number still remains modest compared with the market's potential. We, in the tourism sector, always attach great importance to the Chinese market. It is one of the most important markets for us in terms of visitor number and growth prospects. However, experts say the country needs to improve its tourism promotion work and build an effective product strategy.
And that comes to the end of the news today. Thanks for watching and see you next time.